Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I want to explain some terms concerned with sets. The last lecture I have explained different types of sets, but today I also want to explain different terms concerned with sets. First of all, I want to describe subset. First of all, we define what's meant by subset. A set of which all the elements are contained in another set. It can be explained with the example. Suppose we have two sets, A is equal 1, 2 and set B is 1, 2, 3, 4. All element of set A, if all element of set A are found in set B, so we can say that set A is a subset of B, because all element means the set A consisted of two elements. One is found in also set B. Second element is 2 and 2 also found in set B. It means all element 1, 2 are of set A is also a part of set B. So we can say that A is a subset of B. But all elements of set B are not found in set A, so we can say that B is not subset of A, but B can be written as B is a superset of A. B is a superset of A, while A is a subset of B. Further, I will describe two types of subset. Proper subset. If A and B are two sets and every element of set A is also an element of set B, but at least one element of B is not an element of set A. It will be explained with the example. Suppose we have two sets A 1, 2, 3 and other set B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All element of set A, it means 1, 2, 3. These elements are also part of set B 1, 2, 3. But there are 4 and 5 are not part of set A. So A is a proper subset of B, because all elements of A are found in set B. B is a proper subset of set B. Another types of subset is improper subset. If A and B are two sets and set A is a subset of set B and set B is also subset of A, then A is called improper subset of B and B is an improper subset of A. What does it mean? It means it will be explained with the example, like we have two sets. A is equal 1, 2, 3 and B is 1, 2, 3. All element of set A. All element mean 1, 2, 3 according to the set. All element of set A. 1 also 1, 2 also found in set B, 3 also found in set B. All element of set A is also a part of set B and all element of set B are found in set A. So A is an improper subset of B and B is an improper subset of A, because both have same element. Per set. A set consisting of all possible subsets of a given set A and is denoted by P into A. Supposingly we have a set A is 1, 2. First of all, we will write all possible subsets of set A. The formula to find subset is 2 power n. To n mean number of elements. How many elements are found in set A? there are two elements, one and there are two elements of set A, it means we write the 2 part 2, it means is equal to 4. We will write, first of all, we will write 4 possible subset of set A. Empty set is a subset of every set. Next, we will write single term set, single value 1, next single value 2, and lastly we write whole set 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Then we summarize, then we can write in part set P into A, we write bracket. This bracket shows that a single set. This bracket shows that a single set. Single set means a set consisting of all subset, all possible subset of given set A. So this is known as par set. Another definition concerned with set is finite set. A set having fixed or limited number of elements. Set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B, A, B, C. There are in the set A, just there are 3 elements. Is a fixed counting, not a variable. Just fixed counting 1, 2, 3, 3. But in set B, A, B, C also fixed number. There are 3 numbers. So these sets are known as finite set because their number or their counting, their number are fixed in the set. Infinite set means variable, so on, which we do not have any fixed value, any fixed limit. A set having unlimited number of elements, like A is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on. This set shows that we have not a last limit, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Last, we do not have a knowledge about last figure like 10, 50, 100, so on. This set is known as infinite set. In the next lecture, I will describe all remaining terms concerned with sets, inshallah. Empty set. A set having no element known as empty set. Empty set means any set which do not have any value, any element, like it is represented by like this, read as 5. It is also represented as empty set. 0 is not written because 0 is an element. It is not an empty set. Next is single term set. A set having a single element. A set having a single value, single element, known as single term set. Like this set, because this set has just only one value A. It is also called single term set because it has only one element 1. It has only one element 0. It has only one element 4. Next, equal sets. It is equal sets, not equal set. Just at least 2 or more than 2 sets can be read as equal sets. 2 sets with same element, can be called as equal set. For example, A set 1, 2, 3 and other set B 3, 2, 1. All elements of A are found in set B, same element, not another element. Same element means 1 of A and also 1 of B. 2 is A and also 2 of B, and 3 also set A, also 3 found in set B. These 2 sets are same counting, same number, same value. So we can say that A and B are equal sets. Equivalent sets. There are a lot of differences between equal and equivalent sets. Equal sets mean same element, same counting, same element. But in case of equivalence, same counting, not same element. Requires same counting, same number, same counting, but not same element. Two sets are called equivalent if and only one-to-one correspondence can be established between them, because one link A, two establish link with B, and also three establish with C, and also four establish link with D. 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. There are four elements in set A and also four elements in set B, but these elements are not same in value. Counting are same, value are different, so A and B are called as equivalent set. Equivalent set, not equal set. Next, disjoint set. Next article is disjoint set. Two sets are said to be disjoint if there is no element common between them. No element common. For example, A is 1, 2, 3 and B is 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. No common element. There are different elements in these two sets. A set say 1, 2, 3 and set B is 4, 5, 6. So these two sets are called as disjoint sets. Overlapping set. There are very little difference between disjoint set and overlapping set. Disjoint set mean no common element. What overlapping set mean? Just at least one element should be common between these two sets. Two sets are called overlapping if there is at least one element common between them, but none of them is a subset of the other. For example, set A 1, 2, 3, set B 3, 4, 5, 6. In these two sets, there is just only one element, like 3. There is just only one element common, 3 and 3. Remaining element 1, 2 and set B element 4, 5, 6. These are different elements. Just only one element common, 3, 3. So we can say that A and B are overlapping set. But try to understand this wording. None of them is a subset of other. What does it mean? It means that all elements of set A is now found in set B as well, and all elements of set B are not found in set A. So A is not subset of B, and also B is not subset of A. These two sets are entirely different, but just only one element common. So it is a requirement for overlapping. One element should be common between these two sets. So these two sets are known as overlapping sets. Next, universal set. A set which contains all possible elements of a given situation. What does it mean? It means it can be explained with example. Universal set represented by U. U is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B 3, 4, 5. Set C 5, 6, 7. All elements of set A are also found in set B. Every count element of B, all elements of set B are also found in set in universal set. And all elements of set C are also found in universal set. It means that all sets are subset. All these sets are a subset of universal set. This is authentic rule. These sets should be subset of the universal set. So this is known as universal set, a set which contains all possible elements of a given situation. In the next lecture, I will describe inshallah representation, how many methods of representation of a vector.